Hey, this is Pray Love. Welcome everyone, and I'm gonna talk about some fragrances that I've tried and I think are overhyped. Like I think it's the hype is not justified. That's what I mean, and I'm gonna explain why. So there's no order for this. It's just a random random thing, and like overhypeness. I don't think it's really like easy to put on scales. Sometimes you get a big deception, but I mean, there's so much like difference in price ranges and stuff. Anyway, so the first one I'm gonna talk about is probably the most popular, and it's Creed Aventus. So don't get me wrong, this smell is awesome. It's like nothing like it's so fresh and still creamy and still has that smokiness to it, and I've tried it. I've tried Aventus, and I think it's really good. It's yeah, a really nice fragrance. It would be an amazing fragrance for like I don't know around $100. $120. And I know some people will say, yeah, but it's the quality of ingredients and the whatever and whatever. Yeah, but like we get Explorer, we get like clones of it too, and Explorer, I don't think it's a clone. It's a bit different, but it's like in the same style. But we got like a lot of options to choose from, which are similar in the vibe, but perhaps even better. So I'm quite like confused as to why people are still buying Aventus. For me, it's more like a question of prestige, and it's like I don't know. It's like, but people aren't gonna know that you paid $800 for your bottle if they just smell it. You need to tell them that it's like worth that. So that's the whole point. I think that most people like they smell one of the clones. They're like it smells the same thing or it's very very close. Like most people won't really make the difference, and the inspired fragrances by that like Explorer are like so good and so like versatile and stuff, and they don't last long. Like I know that my Explorer bottle I need to respray all the time, but it smells good. It's super nice, and I've tested both. My wife prefers Explorer. Most people really prefer Explorer to Aventus. It's even more versatile. It's even more like it still has that super nice creamy vibe with the kind of pineapple background and like top note and stuff. It's just like I don't see the hype. Like I don't see why I would buy Aventus. Like it costs a lot. It's not. It's very expensive for something that smells so like it's like paying a lot for something that smells like you've paid $100. That's not like I don't know. It's not. I don't think it's worth it. But it's a really nice smell. It's super nice. It's really well crafted and it lasts a long time. It's quality ingredients. I agree, but I think you pay more for the name than for the actual stuff in the bottle. So that's why I'm putting it in that list. Um, there's also other fragrances that I think are extremely overhyped. Yeah, there's this one. Jean-Paul Gaultier Le Male, Le Parfum. So I don't understand the hype. For me, it smells really like a generic, like almost like bubblegummy kind of fragrances, like the 1 million line and stuff, but with a bit of the Le Male DNA. But I don't really see the connection between the Le Male DNA and that one. Like I see it, but it's not like super crystal clear to me. I think that if you really want something that's more like Le Male, you should go for Le Male, the original. But yeah, I don't see the hype, and I've seen like everywhere people are telling stories about how it's amazing and it surpasses everything that in the Le Male line and everything. But I just don't see any real point in owning that fragrance. There's tons of fragrances that smell like that, and there's tons of fragrances that are like way better. I think that for like an evening out, like youthful fragrance, like it kind of wants to be, but they say it's more mature. I don't see anything mature about that. Like there's the powdery feel, but there's, I don't know. You could go for like, you could go for Armani Code Absolu like easily, and it would be even better. And perhaps even like all those like Valentino, Uomo, Born in Roma. There's great ones out there that have this powdery like juvenile Invictus style, but I think it's perhaps done a bit better. It's less pricey. So, and they're not like similar, like very similar fragrances. Like more of a context of function. I think it's sold as an evening out fragrance. I think also that like replacing the cinnamon with the cardamom is not the best idea. I think that the original had something that's different because afterwards, yeah, La Nuit de l'Homme came with the cardamom, and there's tons of fragrances out there with cardamom, and I don't know, it's just not. It's perhaps just not in my personal taste. It just smells very generic. It smells like very mall like fragrance. I'm not into that, but I think that a lot of people really like it, and I respect people for that. Anyway, the another one is La Lique Encre Noire. So this is a fragrance that I bought like for so cheap, like so dirty cheap that it saved me the shipping cost on the fragrance by haul. I'm not doing hauls anymore. I'm out of that stuff. I don't want to own too many fragrances. I want to test a lot, but not own too many. But anyway, when I got it, I was like very excited because everyone kept telling me that it was like so nice. Like you see on YouTube, the reviewers are like, "Oh yeah, it's niche quality for like a cheap price, and it's really really nice, and it's very different and stuff." Um, it smells like basically if you go into a cemetery, it's very dark and earthy. Like it's smells a bit like soil, but there's something rotten about it. I think, and it's very very frigid. It doesn't have any warmth. It's just so bizarre. I just don't see the point in wearing something like that. It's very very weird, and I'm like, I like vetiver. It's not a question of if I like vetiver or not. It's a question of like how it's used. Like sometimes vetiver is really nicely used to give like a clean, like super elegant style to the fragrance, but this one, it's like it's not elegant. It's just so strange. Like smells like someone's dead in a house for like a month. It's really really weird, and the woods, like they don't really help in anything. It's just like it smells like cleaning out an old person's house, like while they're out and stuff, and it's just like all those like memories and stuff that just smell. It's really weird. I have a feeling. I think it's what I really mean is that it got a hospital kind of feeling that I'm not really into. And yeah, like I said, it's very frigid, and there's not a tons of fragrances which I can compare this to because it's so weird. Eh, and it does. It's like it's unique all the way, but it's like who would want to smell like a morgue? It's very very weird. Anyway, that's for my personal taste, and I'm sure people can rock it, but for me, it's a no go. Okay, so there another one is um, Halloween Man X. Okay, it's a nice fragrance, and for the price, it's really like it's dumb. It's like it costs nothing, and you wear it on, and you're like, it's amazing. It's an amazing fragrance for that, like that. It's very 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 dirty cheap. Um, but it smells cheap. It's not like it's a very like it's not refined. It's not very elegant. It's not like does have its personality, and it's very synthetic, and it's really nice. in that way. And I think that if you're into that kind of fragrances, go for it. It's really cool. But I don't know. I think I'm just moving on to some like wanting to have some quality, and this is good quality for the price, but it's still quality for the price. You know, it's like it's $10. You know, it's a fragrance you can get for almost less than Axe, which is a big improvement. But it's still like, I don't know. The coffee note is very synthetic. It's kind of like a Starbucks, pumps and stuff. I'm really not into that. But some people are really into that, and that's okay. It's just that for me, I don't know. Go for something like "Stronger with You" by Armani or something like that. It's more high, like a higher quality fragrance that will just do a better job than this $10 thing, you know. But if you're like, I've got just $10 to smell better, it's a great choice, you know, because it costs $10 and it's pretty good for like the price you pay. So yeah, that's pretty much it. And another fragrance that would be overhyped in my, oh yeah, I think it's Amouage Interlude Man. That's super. It's is it Interlude Man? I've got a sample of that. I've tried it myself, and it's like people go frenzy for that. They're like, oh yeah, it's super nice. It's smoky, gateway entry into oud, whatever. And I smelled that like I every time it's like it smells like dust. It smells like old books and dust, and it's like very not appealing to me. Um, I like things to be a bit more rich, a bit more like fruity, and a bit more like, honey or whatever. Like something going on, something that gives a bit like a better, like more fun personality to a fragrance. And this one, like it's no fun. It's like very like dusty, rigid. You know, I I'm just not in for that kind of stuff. It's like it's choking you. It's like it doesn't let you breathe for me. Like, and I think perhaps I'm like not using the good name for that fragrance, but man, like it's the first amouage I've ever tried, and I'm kind of hesitant to go for that line of like it's a huge fragrance brand. I don't know, man. It's just not my that one was so not my vibe that I'm not really looking forward to smelling any one of them like actually, but I will because I need to like get my nose on some stuff, but oh my god, this one was horrid for me. It just didn't do it. And I was trying tons of like oud and instant fragrances at that time, and this was pretty much one of the worst. This one and Zohan, but this one was the even worse because it's dusty and bone-like. I felt like a corpse. I felt like the guy from Tales from the Crypt. It's like it's I don't know. But anyway, if you like those fragrances, do speak up and tell me that you like them, and I will respect you for that because it's just a matter of personal taste. Most of the time, it's just personal taste. So I respect your personal taste, and please respect mine. But anyway, spread love and spray love. Bye bye.